Title: My family laughed when my sister mocked me for being a broken single mom in thrift clothes until her husband stood up, told them about his $5 million deal, and said, "I made it happen." Start: I knew the joke was coming the moment my sister fixed her eyes on my jeans. She always started with the clothes. So she said loud enough for the whole table, "Did they run out of actual outfits at the thrift store, or are you just collecting pity points now?" Laughter rolled across the dinner table like a cheap wave. Even my mother hid her smile behind a glass of water. I didn't flinch. I'd rehearsed this moment too many times. Because tonight wasn't just a family dinner. Tonight was the quiet finale to a plan I'd built for 11 months. And none of them, even the ones who claimed to know me best, had any idea. There was a time my sister, Sana, used to braid my hair before school and whisper that we'd conquer the world together. That was before she learned the value of performance, of being admired, envied, worshipped. She married a rising businessman, Adil, and overnight she became a queen in her own head. I, on the other hand, became the family's cautionary tale, the single mom abandoned during pregnancy, the one who worked 2 jobs, the one who never quite lived up to her potential. Sana stopped hugging me years ago, stopped seeing me entirely. But I still loved her, I still defended her, right up until the night she slipped, the night she gave me the weapon she didn't know she'd placed in my hands. It was an accident, really. I had gone to her house to drop off a birthday gift for her daughter. She wasn't home. Adil opened the door, distracted, stressed. He let me in while he finished a call in the office. And that's when I heard it. His voice, low, furious, hissing into the phone. "No, I don't care what she wants. I'm not giving Sana a cent until the deal closes. She can mock her sister all she wants, but without her, none of this exists. The whole project was her idea." I froze. Her? Me? I knew exactly what he was talking about. The software blueprint I had drafted for my old company, the one they'd shelved, ignored, and refused to pay me for when I left during pregnancy. The same blueprint Adil had quietly gotten access to through my sister. She had sent it to him, my own sister, behind my back, laughing while she stole the only professional work I'd poured my soul into. The moment clicked into place. Her new bags, her set-in renovations, her casual cruelty toward me. This wasn't insecurity, this was guilt wearing arrogance as camouflage. I walked out of the house that day with one truth. She didn't just mock me, she fed off me, and I was done being her supply. Pain sharpened into clarity. Clarity unfolded into strategy. Revenge wasn't a rage, it was a system. First, I quietly registered the original blueprint under my own name, legally, airtight, time-stamped. Second, I found a lawyer who specialized in intellectual property theft. I told him everything. I showed him proof, emails, the draft metadata, even the photo of Sana's message forwarding my file to Adil. Then I waited. While my family saw thrift clothes, they didn't see the nights I spent documenting, organizing, preparing. While Sana bragged about her husband's genius, I sat beside her with a sealed envelope in my purse, the kind that ruins kingdoms. And when I learned the deal was about to close, valued at $5 million, I moved. My lawyer contacted the investment firm, not to sue, to notify. Adil's entire deal relied on intellectual property that wasn't his. You could practically hear the brakes screech across the city. They paused the contract immediately. Emergency meeting, full review. Adil panicked. Sana panicked harder. But neither had the courage to confront me, not until tonight's family dinner, which I had insisted on attending. Sana's mockery started like clockwork, predictable, almost boring. But before she could ride the laughter any higher, her husband suddenly stood from his chair. "Enough," he said. The room fell silent. Sana blinked at him, confused. My mother stiffened. Everyone else looked around, unsure whether to laugh again or brace themselves. Adil looked directly at me. "The $5 million deal you all keep praising me for," he swallowed. "She's the one who made it happen." Gasps, several. He continued, voice cracking. "Her work, her design, her idea. Without her, there's no deal. In fact, we almost lost everything because we didn't give her credit." My family stared at me as if I had risen from the floorboards. Sana's face drained of color, her mouth parted, no sound escaping. She looked at me the way a child looks at a flame she thought she controlled, until it burned her. I didn't speak. That was the beauty of this moment. My silence was louder than anything I could say. Adil sat down slowly, ashamed, defeated. And I delivered the final move. Calmly, I pulled the sealed envelope from my purse and placed it on the table. "For the record," I said softly, "I never wanted a fight, just honesty." My lawyer's letterhead glowed from the top of the papers. And justice. The table remained frozen as I stood up, picked up my bag, and walked out. By the next morning, the deal had been restructured. I was listed as co-creator and co-owner. My share, 40%, legally protected. Sana tried calling, then texting, then showing up at my door with half excuses, half tears. I didn't open. She had mocked me with thrift clothes while wearing luxuries paid for by my stolen work. Now she had to sit with her silence, just like I had. People think revenge is loud, messy, explosive. Mine was a signature, a quiet, precise reversal of everything they thought they knew about me. I didn't need to humiliate her. Life did that on its own. Because the truth always rises. And when it does, it demands payment. I walked into that dinner as the broken single mom they pitied. I walked out as the woman they would never underestimate again. And I have only one final thought, cold and honest. They shouldn't have laughed.